Alright, welcome to Cooking with Chemistry 107, Sorbet. So today I'm going to make some sorbet. Over the weekend I picked up a new ice cream maker with a compressor inside it, so it actually freezes. You don't need to actually put a bowl in the freezer of stuff and then pull it out and then put it into like a mixing machine. This one actually freezes whatever you put in there. So if you pour cream inside, you're going to get ice cream, a soft serve. So I'm super excited. I did test it on the weekend the moment I got home with it, and it's awesome. So yeah, cool. Now have an ice cream maker with a built-in compressor. Alright, so what I'm going to be making is a sorbet. So let's list out some of those ingredients. So we have dragon fruit, we have blueberries, we have acai, we have raspberries, we have watermelon, we have cocoa felina. We have cocoa nut water. We have... you just want treats, don't you? You want treats? Here. Yeah, the other way. I can't see what I'm doing. There you are. There's a pile of treats for you. What else do we have? We have cherries. Cherries. Oh, there's quite a lot of ingredients with this one. What else have we got? We've got strawberries. We have black currants. We have red currants. We have blueberries, blackberries, blackberries. I've got bananas, but I'm not going to put bananas. I don't feel like they have that sorbet sweet fruit, sour fruit flavor. Cool. And then I'm going to portion some in some paper cups. And I couldn't find paddle pop sticks at the shop, so I just got like these like timber knives. So I'll just stick them in and you can have it. Because like as much as it's going to be like a soft serve sorbet for me tonight through the machine, I'm going to have to put it into the freezer and then take it to work, and then I'll put it in the freezer at work, in which case it's just going to become an ice block. But it should be pretty tasty. So let's go. I also have a blender because when I made it on the weekend, I found that like blueberries stay whole, like they just turn and freeze and become a whole blueberry. So I kind of want to blend up a fair few things and pour it in and to make like a sorbet. Okay, so I have a bowl. So let's do some... I love dragon fruit. Dragon fruit's awesome. Let's get some dragon fruit in there. Dragon fruit I think is one of my favorites. Okay, just a little bit of dragon fruit in there. Next we'll do... some strawberries, some blueberry, what's this? Cherries, blueberries, strawberries, black currants, and red currants. Yeah, put a little bit in there. I'm sure they're going to be sour, so just a little bit. Bit less than dragon fruit. Then some mixed berries. What's this one? Blueberries, blackberries, and raspberries. Now I know raspberries are pretty sour. A little bit in there. Yeah, that looks alright. So that's just what it looks like, yeah. Blueberries. These are quite sweet, the blueberries, so I think we're good for blueberries. So just add a few in there. Yeah, cool. Then lastly, acai. Oh yeah, get this. Oh, not lastly, I still got watermelon. I don't know about the apple. Oh, it comes in little sachets. Cool. I looked up acai today. This is basically a berry very similar to blueberry that comes from a palm tree in South America. So it's a little bit pricey here in Australia. About $9 for about 400 grams. Okay, that one I probably should have added straight into the blender, but whatever. Should be alright. And then watermelon. I want some watermelon. I don't mind the seeds, but I think some people hate the seeds. So I'll try and make sure there's no seeds in it. So let's get a nice sort of chunk. Oh, I'm cutting all the way through, am I? Alright then. Sure. Let's have a taste. It's really sweet and crispy. I don't think anyone will notice watermelon seeds. There's no watermelon seeds, but I don't think anyone will notice watermelon seeds because of like the blackberry seeds and stuff like that. Cool. So there's some watermelon. Alrighty. I'm happy with that. Let's throw it in the blender. I think Felina's gonna get scared of the blender. You gonna get scared? She seems alright. She seems okay. Hey, thank you for the follow. Oh, Long Johnson, welcome. Well, Felina's pretty good with it. Usually she's pretty scared of this sort of stuff. Alright, let's check it out. Looks pretty nice and... Oh yeah, that looks good. Alright, cool. And then all we do is we just open up the door and then pour it in. Close that one up. And then it just gets turned into sorbet. It's pretty easy. Actually, that was actually way easier than I thought it was going to be. Cool. So, yeah, it's getting made into sorbet. Totally easy. Alright, well, while that's getting done, why don't I have a little look on the internet for, just some research into sorbet. I don't want to add sugar. I don't want to add... I think sorbet is meant to have no milk. I'm pretty sure it's meant to be non-dairy. I don't want to add sugar. Don't want to add milk. If I can avoid it, avoid water or coconut water, sure. But if I was going to add some sort of liquid, like something like watermelon, should be fine. Or coconut water. I am pretty new to making sorbet. Like, this is pretty much my second attempt at making sorbet. The first attempt was on the weekend. And that was essentially just to test the machine, and all I did was just put some acai and some fruits in, and it was actually not great because the fruits stayed whole. But this time I blended them before pouring them in. It looks almost like a sorbet already. It's pretty quick. I think the machine is set to negative 31 degrees, which is classed as the higher end of frozen yogurt. The next setting is gelato, and then the next setting after that is like ice cream. But what I found was that it becomes quite icy once you get to that stage, because this is not really a creams type thing. This is more of a sorbet. So yeah. Alright, let's have a little look. Random blueberry made it out. Here we are. Sorbet wiki. Let's go have a look at what sorbet is. Here we are. Cool. Alrighty. Sorbet is a frozen dessert made using ice combined with fruit juice, fruit puree, or other ingredients such as wine, liquor, or honey. Really? So you can add wine, liquor, and honey into it. Ooh. Sorbet does not contain any dairy products. Oh, alright, cool. Sherbet is similar to sorbet but contains dairy. Ah. The word sorbet entered English from French. Italian derived from Italian sorbetto, which in turn came from the Ottoman Turkish or Iranian sharbat. Originally referring to a type of beverage, the word sharbat is derived from Arabic verb shariba, which means to drink. Sherbet in Europe still refers to a type of flavored drink, while North America sherbet is similar to sorbet. They describe sorbet as very light and barely congealed ices served after an entree. They serve in refreshing. They serve in freshening the stomach, preparing it to properly receive the roast. They are appetizers to help aid digestion. Sorbet is often referred to as water ice. Oh, that's strange. I always thought sorbet was more like a dessert. I mean, it's classed as a dessert. The place of origin is Iran, and the serving temperature is frozen. Main ingredients, water, sugar, and fruit. So I'm pretty sure using fruit contains natural sugars and water. So I think you're fine there. Invented 550 BCE. Oh wow, it's old school. It's believed that sorbets originated in ancient Persia. Okay. Preparation. Sorbet can be made without an ice cream maker. Really? Alcohol, honey, or corn syrup can be added to lower the freezing point. Oh, okay. Oh, that's why they add the alcohol, honey, or corn syrup. I see. To lower the freezing point. But I don't need to do that. I have a machine that goes past the freezing point in -31 and make softer sorbets. Sorbet is usually made with fresh fruit, yes, and simple syrup. No, I didn't do that. But other types of preparations exist. Tart sorbet are served as palate cleansers between savory courses of a meal. Mulled wine sorbet can be made with red wine, oranges, lemon, and mulling spices, ruby port, and egg whites. Ugh. Muscat sorbet is made with dessert wine, lemon juice, and egg whites. Ugh. I'm not keen on the raw egg side. It's a little bit of a risk. Coconut sorbets. Ooh, coconut sorbet. Coconut sorbet is shaved ice and a combination of coconut water, coconut milk, coconut cream, coconut flakes, and muscovado. What's muscovado? Muscovado is a type of partially refined, unrefined sugar. Oh, it's partially refined to unrefined sugar. Okay, kind of like a strong molasses, dark brown in color. Oh, like a raw sugar sort of thing. Technically considered either centrifugal cane sugar or centrifuge partially refined sugar according to process used by the manufacturer. Sure. Anyways, I'm cool with not adding sugar. Sorbet is here we are. Sorbet served in a frozen coconut shell or hollowed out fruit such as the. Oh, so if I make sorbet, I should take a coconut, cut it open, get the juice out, cut it in half, then serve the sorbet in half a coconut. Oh hell yeah, that sounds really nice. Because then you can eat your sorbet and then get into the coconut. What is the molecular gastronomy? What is molecular gastronomy? Molecular gastronomy. Molecular gastronomy. Let's have a little look. Hey Mahoney. How you going? Thank you for the follow. Welcome on in. Molecular gastronomy. Let's have a little look. Molecular gastronomy is a scientific approach to cooking that uses chemistry to explore the physics and chemical properties of food. Oh yeah, that's what I do. It involves breaking down food to its simplest components and then reassembling it in new ways. Kind of. I'll do that if it's necessary to make the food. Because if you break things down to the raw components, the simplest components, and then reassemble them, like, you can do that, but, like, it may not make the best food. There are certain things that you got to do where you don't need to break it down. But yeah, I think I am doing molecular gastronomy, even though I had no idea what molecular gastronomy is just moments earlier. Molecular gastronomy chefs study how ingredients change. See, I think I did it the other way around. I did chemistry, so I studied chemistry. I'm a qualified chemist. I've worked in industry for like over 9 years. And my mom became a chef, and having not studied since school and raising 2 kids until after 21, she wanted to do something. So therefore, we were like, what do you like to do? And she's like, oh, I like cooking for the family. Maybe I can become a chef. And so therefore, when she signed up to the technical college about half an hour away from where she lives, she learned how to become a chef, and I helped her study. So I did quite a lot of the chef's course, but I'm not a qualified chef, but I am a qualified chemist. But I've done a lot of the chef stuff. I also worked at the Four Seasons Hotel, and I worked at the Four Seasons Hotel, and I worked with some of the executive chefs and some of the international chefs, celebrity chefs. So I worked with many of them, and they taught me so many skills. I think one of the easiest skills that they taught me that was just so simple but so amazing was just taking a lemon, cutting it into a wedge, then using a knife and picking out the seeds, and then just giving someone a perfect wedge of lemon. It sounds really simple, but like, it's something that you don't think about unless you've been either shown or you super care and you've done the research or you've studied it. You're a chef. We call this molecular gastronomy. Okay, cool. But it's again, molecular gastronomy is absolutely what I'm doing. However, I'm doing it from a bit of a different point of view because I am a qualified chemist and I've done some pretty cool chemistry research projects. I've contributed towards the science industry a few times. My forte is organic polymer chemistry. You going to sleep, are you, Felina? Meow. Good night. Good night, little one. Have a good sleep. So yeah. No, I didn't mean to bother you. You go back to sleep. No, go back to sleep. Just go back to sleep. Good girl. Awesome. Well, I've put a whole bunch of berries and watermelon stuff into a blender, blended it, and then put it into the ice cream machine, which is essentially a compressor getting it down to negative 31 degrees. And now it's just churning it and churning it and churning. I'm pretty sure it's done. To be absolutely honest with you, I reckon it's done. And I would like to taste it. How are we going to do this? So I think I pressed the pause, then I open it, and then I take a scoop. Oh, that's awesome consistency. Oh, that's amazing. And then unpause. So I don't know whether you can see that. Maybe you can. But yeah, it's kind of like... It is sorbet. Like, you know, it stacks up. Alright, now I get to taste it. It's nice. It could be more sour, but it could also be more sweet. I think it sits in the middle, but it's not overpoweringly sour. If I added more raspberries, it would be. Mm. It's delicious. It's really delicious. Awesome. It's delicious. I want more. I want more. That is absolutely delicious. I want to take a photo of it. Awesome. Hey, proper supremacy. How you going? What's cooking, Mr. White? uh, oh, that's delicious. Mm. All right, let's. All right, cool. Let's put it up on the Discord. Hmm. Have a whole lab up in here. I I've been thinking about it, and like I wouldn't mind buying some glassware and doing some actual chemistry that makes food. So, like, just simple example that I won't do. Just a simple boils water. The water goes into steam, cools down, drips into a bowl and or a cup, and makes water. You know what I mean? But like, do something like that with glassware towards a food thing. What are you trying to do, Felina? Oh, you want to get into your little dome? That should be right. Hmm. Hey. You want treaties, don't you? Here. Here's treaties. Behave yourself. Wait, you got something on the back of your ear. No, I'm not trying to pat you. I'm trying to pull off this. Wait. Okay. Here. There you are. There's treats. Hmm. Oh, that's delicious. It's so good. Alright, cool. Well, let's make a few portions for work, but I think I need to make more. Um, I just need to make more. I would like to scoop all that out. How am I going to do this? Alright, let's grab this one. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. Grab some. I'll put the knife in afterwards and I'll put it in the freezer. Alright, let's go. So, this one here. So what I want to do is pause. And I'm going to straight up take the lid off. I'm going to get in there and fill these cups up. That looks like a nice portion. Cool. And then I'll stick in 5 Felina. Stick in a knife. And then pop it into the freezer like that. Yeah, that's cool. Let's do that. Let's do another one. So it kind of just looks like that. That's 2. Let's go another one. Alright, that'll do. So I managed to get 3 cups worth. Let's press it down Stick the knife in there. Yeah, cool. That's 3. I'll throw those 3 in the freezer real quick. Alright, awesome. So that's my bowl for eating, because I'm going to have more. So I'll just stick that up there for now. Alright, now let's make another batch. I think that the consistency of what I used was good. Wasn't too sour, wasn't too sweet, and was really quite tasty. Alright, come on, sweet. Alright, same deal. Grab the bowl. That's alright, that can go there. That's fine. Okay, so we added watermelon. Let's do a nice big chunk. Making sure to remove the seeds. Cool. Yeah, that's fine. A little bit more, why not? Cool. Some watermelon. Some mixed black forest berries. Yeah, get in there. It was tasty. I don't mind a little bit more sour for this batch. I'll do that one last. Some dragon fruit. It's less dragon fruit this time. That's alright. Mixed berries. That's the raspberries. They're a bit sour. Let's get a bit more of them. Cool. Oh, I meant to put this back on. Cool. Good. Alright, that went back on. Alright, and then some blueberries. Yeah. And then some acai. I reckon I'm making too much this batch. Whatever. We'll see how it goes. Oh, I'm gonna add this into the blender straight because it's already quite liquidy. It's not really. It's already blended. Cool. Done. Into the blender. So we can aim this in a little bit. Cool. Cool. And then this one here. Yeah, that'll do. Just one is okay. Should be okay. Alright, now let's give it a blend. Oof, it's pretty full. Okay. Must be a bit frozen together. Okay. Do not blend hot ingredients. Do not operate without lid in place. Sure. It's just struggling to blend. There we go. Looking pretty good. Alright, that's now blended. Let's go. In we go. I don't know what the max capacity for this ice cream maker is. I don't know whether more is better or less is better yet, but I'll figure it out. I mean, it's only the second time I'm using it. So, cool. That's going. Done. Alrighty. Let's see. Let's get some more portions going. How many portions do I take to work tomorrow? Let's put about 8. I think I've done 3, so I need to do 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Cool. Okay, then that will get done. And then I'll scoop them in, pop the knife in, and we're sweet. I'm totally gonna do ice cream and gelato. But another time. I didn't use apple, I didn't use coconut water, I didn't use bananas. Not this run, but it was tasty and good. Alright. So while that's getting made, let me do up the normal, the Excel I got going, which is a bit of a recipe and rating system. Alright, let's see. So, come back to the Excel. Alright, so dragon fruit was, if I think proportion wise, dragon fruit was about, 10% of the consistency. Blueberries was around about 15%. Acai was around about probably, like 5%. Raspberries was around about sort of again 5%. Watermelon was around about 10%. Coconut water was 0%. Actually, I get to delete that now. I didn't actually put any in. Delete. Cherries, 5%. Hello, Felina. This way. This way. This way. Hey. This way. Over here and up here. Up here. Psst, psst. Up here. Up here. Right, cherries about 5%. Strawberries about 5%. Black currants 5%. Red currants 5%. Blackberries 5%. So what does that total? 10, 25, 30, 35, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70. Alright, so I just need to bump up the percentages a little bit, because that's pretty much the right proportion, it's just not the right percentages. Let's bump it up to like 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 12, 7, 7, 17, 12. Alright, what's the total there? Total 90%. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, cool. So 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 13, 8, 8, 18, 13. Total 100%. Okay, cool. Yep, that's about right. Good. Then the next is, how easy was it? Easy. I'm honestly, like, do I factor in the cleaning up? I think I think you do factor in the cleaning up a little bit, and I think the cleaning up drops it by a point. Other than that, I would have said it's around about an 8 or a 9. Therefore, I'll make it 7.5. What? 75? That's 7.5. What's it doing? These ones here are number 0 decimal places. Done. Oh. Alright, well that can have 1 decimal place then. 7.5. Cool. The budget? So it's a bit expensive. Because, like, the acai alone, I've used, for the 2 batches, I've used $4.50 worth. And that's just one of the ingredients, it's lesser. The bags of berries, actually, how much was it in total? Blueberries, $12. The 2 mixed berry bags were $6. That's 12, 24. Acai, $4.50, $28. Watermelon was about $4. So $32. The portion is quite a large quantity of portion. Let me fix this. No, Felina, get off me. So the total cost was about $32 in terms of fruits. So therefore I would say for the amount that you get to make, it's actually, you do get to make quite a lot. I'm going to say it's around, actually, to be honest with you, now that I think about it, $32 for the quantity I can make is actually pretty decent. I'm going to give it a 7.5. If I didn't make such a large quantity, I would have given a little bit less. The flavor? What are you doing, Felina? You want more treats? You finished all your treats, did you? There you are. Flavor, ooh, it's either like an 8, 9, or 10. And I think if you get a watermelon that tastes like rubber, it's like gonna down the flavor, but this watermelon tasted really sweet and crispy. All the berries, pretty much, they always taste the same. I don't really see much of a difference between most of those berries. So, like, it's always pretty consistent. The watermelon, I think, is the one thing that's not consistent. You've got to get a good watermelon. So, flavor-wise for this one, absolutely delicious. I give it a 9. Speed. So, other than the freezing process, it's actually extremely fast. Like, 10 out of 10 fast. But the freezing process is a bit of like a mixed process. But it's actually not that slow. It's actually pretty quick. I mean, I would have made the first batch in not very long. I would have made the first batch within about, once I put the ingredients into that thing, it would have been about 10-15 minutes. So I'm going to give it a 9 for speed. It's actually quite fast. Alright, therefore, 15, 24, 33, 33, you can't come up here, Felina. Move away. 33, okay, so the overall percentage is equals 33 divided by 40 multiplied by 100 equals 82.5%. Not bad. Not bad. This is a good one. I mean, is that ready already? No, it's still, you can see it's still got a little bit watery texture to the top layer. But yeah, no, other than that, it's pretty sweet. I'll see, you know what? I should, for the things that I take into work or get someone else to try, I should get them to, like, taste it and give their rating. I suppose flavor is the only real, the flavor, like, flavor texture appeal is really what I want to get out of somebody else. But I'm pretty sure if anyone was here and took a good bite of it, I'm sure they would love it. Why'd the machine make a different sound? Is it struggling to turn it, is it? Because there's too much. Oh, look at it. It looks like a freezy. It looks good. What's the temperature? -20. Alright, so it dropped by 11 degrees. So that'll get fixed up. Alright, cool. Salmon and avocado I didn't take into work because it's not really a thing you can really take to work. It's a hot meal. The hot chips, that also again don't really take it to work. No one wants cold hot chips the next day unless it's like a, you know, a Saturday morning, Sunday morning thing after a big night out. The crudités was a big winner. The crudités was like, you know, the people that tried it at work, all of them liked it, except one girl was not that keen on the raw broccoli, and also there was another raw mushrooms. Those two things, two people didn't like. Other than that, everything else is perfect. Oh, also one girl, because she said she's pregnant, she can't eat hummus, and hummus is one of the dips that I had with it. So overall, they loved it. Maybe what I'll do is I'll make a little like questionnaire sheet. So when they take one, they have to fill out the little questionnaire sheet, and then they like give it back to me, and then I can just scan it and just put it in here, so you can see what other people say about it. And some nights I'll see if I can invite a second person over, and they can try it. The mee goreng noodles with bean sprouts and papaya for dessert. That's again, I didn't take that to work. The scones I took to work, and the no sugar was the big winner for them with that one. Like, the fact that there was no sugar added and it was quite plain, like most people pretty much said, no, that's delicious because there's no sugar in it. Like, it's fairly healthy. It's just pretty much flour and it's just flour, butter, and milk. So it was quite good. But the whipped cream with condensed milk was extremely sweet. The strawberries were delicious. Yeah, no, I think they were alright with that. The corned lamb, that one I didn't take to work. But again, that's something that someone needs to sit next to me to have. Anyways, I'm gonna take the sorbet in, and I'll get them to fill little questionnaires as a thing. I mean, they get something for free. The least they can do back is just fill out a little form. If they don't fill it out, it's fine. Yeah, okay, cool. Well, that's the sorbet. It's delicious. Oh yeah, that's looking real good. Let's where's my bowl? Oh, there it is. Pause. Open. I want to have a taste. Let's have a scoop. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it needs to freeze a bit more. It's not frozen enough. It's a bit like slushy. Keep going. Alright, let that go. Oh, that's a bit more sour because I added more raspberries into it, and that's much nicer, more sour. Oh, what did I give it for flavor? 9. Oh. Oh. No, I'm upgrading it to 9.5. It's actually with a little bit more sourness, with a bit more raspberries and red currants in it. It's much nicer. A little bit sour is actually quite nice. Alright, that means an extra half point, so that's 33.5 divided by 40 multiplied by 100, 83%. Pretty much 84%. Good. That is delicious. Oh man. That's really tasty. Alright, cool. Well, That is Cooking with Chemistry 107. And yeah, sorbet. Very delicious, very fast to make, very easy to make. However, the cleaning up phase is little bit extra, right? Like making the hot chips is pretty much like chop potatoes, then wash up one knife, wash up a chopping board, and then wash up a bowl. That's pretty much it for hot chips. Whereas this one here is pretty much once the machine's off, once I've scooped it all out, it's very much like use Teflon non-scratch in the sink, and then just like clean the spinner thing, and then clean the Teflon pot bowl that's inside it. I don't think it's Teflon pot, but it's similar. Clean out the blender, clean the chopping board, knife, utensils. So it's a bit more to clean up, but it's not terrible. It's not as bad as like some of the baking stuff. Some of the baking stuff gets a bit hard to clean because you got to clean the baking tin, and sometimes that's a bit more difficult. So to be honest with you, I'm just gonna let that sorbet spin and turn because it's only gonna become perfect consistency, right? That's pretty much it. So I'll let that spin, I'll let that turn. That means that these cups I'll fill up in a bit. Other than that, I'm going to put a few things back to the freezer and fridge. And I'll take a few things away. And then I just pretty much just scoop that into them, put in the knives. And yeah, should be good. Alright, let's do that now. Awesome. Well, that is sorbet. Very cool. I'm actually going to make the cleaning up set to easier because, to be honest with you, I just rinsed off stuff with a bit of water, and like it was super easy to clean up. It was just a rinse, little bit of a wipe, and all of a sudden it's clean. Like it's just berries and that wash straight off the knife. So I think I'm gonna actually make it a bit easier. It's actually quite easy to clean up. It's a simple rinse and wipe down. So I'm gonna make it at 8.5, making the overall an extra 1 point. So 34.5 divided by 40 multiplied by 100 gives the 86.25%. Cool. I'm happy with that. This is a good one. Actually, what was the hot chips? 87.5%. Ooh, those hot chips are a winner. Awesome. Well, thank you. This was Cooking with Chemistry 107, making sorbet, and yeah, I'm just gonna let that just churn for an hour, half an hour, or whatever, and just once I can see the consistency is not liquid, I'm gonna scoop it into the cups, put the wooden knives in, throw it into the freezer, and then it's good to take to work tomorrow, and let some of my colleagues try. Yeah, so that's Cooking with Chemistry. Thanks for joining me. Yeah.